We'll be talking about an aggressive cut I call the essential diet. You guys might be calling it crash dieting 101. Not only is it more effective, it's actually preferable. And I'll let you decide by the end of the video. How often have you been scrolling on social media and people are telling you you're eating too little of calories, you'll be in starvation mode. Your body will magically switch just like that and you'll stop burning fat and you'll be storing fat on your body. Or you've seen your fellow doctor on the internet, better known as chiropractors, because if you look up any other profession, they're usually chiropractors giving nutrition advice. But in reality, if you can adhere to a calorie deficit that's very extreme, you're basically just sprinting rather than doing a marathon. I have to be honest with you though and say the side effects. So a lot of people will say all the glit and glamour of it, but truly, you are going to regain all the way back if you do it improperly and you do these things. So a lot of people say you crash your metabolism, you crash your thyroid just stops working. You stop burning as many calories. But in reality, when you're losing weight, fat, you're simply getting lighter. And it doesn't matter the deficit you're in. So if you're in a 200 calorie deficit, that'll be a deficit until it turns into your maintenance. When you're losing weight, you're getting lighter, so you're burning less calories in a day. So you didn't crash your metabolism. You just succeeded. Just think about it. Would you eat as much as Eddie Hall or Hafthor Bjornsson, the world's strongest men? No, they're double your size, so they're eating substantially more food because they're burning those calories, because they're carrying those pounds on their body. And a cool bodybuilder actually tested this. For every pound he lost, he added a pound to his weight vest. He wore 24/7. He kept the calories the exact same the whole way through, and he did a bodybuilding show. Pretty cool stuff. Showing it's not your thyroid or your metabolic rate, it's pretty much just how much you weigh. So knowing that information, you can make the deficit as much as you want. It's what you can adhere to. And this is why I call it the essential diet. Most people, when they're in a calorie deficit, they do 200 or 300 calorie deficit. Now it works for some people. And then for most, it doesn't. Because time and time again, you have to be in a calorie deficit for 4, 6, even 7 months sometimes. And to get results that you want people to be shocked by, you have to do things that are kind of shocking, which in this case would be going to 500, 700, even 1,000 calorie deficit. Even more extreme people like me, a 2,000 calorie deficit. As you can see here, I lost 20 pounds in less than 2 months, getting my body that I want and maintaining and eating my maintenance calories, not putting on any extra fat. Let me explain how you do this with diet and training. For diet, this is gonna be how extreme you wanna actually take it. So for your body, you need an essential macronutrient called fat and omega fats and protein. To really regulate your hormones, you need to have 0.3 to 0.5 grams of fat per pound you weigh, and make sure you have a good omega-3 to omega-6 fat ratio. These are very essential in regulating your hormones. Next up is protein. You need to have 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound you weigh. The more aggressive it is, the more I'd lean towards that 1 gram protein per pound you weigh, because your body needs more protein when you're in a deficit like this. It needs that additional help to recover, and it's gonna make you feel more full. And this is what no coach talks about for some reason. Get your fiber content in. At a bare minimum, 20 to 40 grams of fiber a day. If you're a male, I would go more towards the 50 grams of fiber. But if you've never had fiber before in your life, every single week, increase your fiber by 5 grams and drink plenty of water. Because if you don't drink a lot of water, it can back up your stool completely, making you the most constipated person on earth, doing the opposite effect of how fiber should help you be regular. It gets toxins out of your body and makes you feel more full. But don't go too fast, because you could quite literally get hospitalized if you have too much fiber in one sitting and you're not used to it. I have over 90 grams of fiber a day, but I've been working towards that for so long. And then pay attention to your micronutrients like no other. If you follow me on short form content at obhealth.fit, you know how important those micronutrients are. This is gonna be how you're feeling during this cut. But after that, it is all how aggressive you wanna go. I would go towards that 500 to 750 calorie deficit every single day, because 500 calories every single day adds up to one of these, because 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. This is 5 pounds of fat. I was basically losing one of these a week in my calorie deficit of 2,000 calories a day, 2,000 calorie deficit a day, I should say. And you're asking, why should I do this? And why doesn't everyone do this? It is hard to adhere to. If you're able to sprint better than running a marathon, this could be the dieting for you. Because haven't you seen those guys at the gym that the yo-yo diet, you try to diet and it's so long that you end up just going right back to square one because you can't sustain the results and you can't sustain a deficit. You go crazy. Imagine eating no calories for 6 months straight. Couldn't be me. I go on an aggressive cut for 1 to 3 months every single time. That is it. And I sustain the results. And before I get the comment, oh, women can't do this. This is my client that lost 11 pounds in 14 days and got her dream body and now is going into a lean bulk. Or about this client. He's doing it currently with me. He's down over 15 pounds in 2 weeks. There's a lot more nuance to this, but if you're interested in some fat loss, you can apply for my coaching down below. Let's move on to training and how you should train when you're in an aggressive cut or any deficit of any kind. Now on training. And you don't have to do this extraordinary, extreme thing where you're just brutalizing your body in the gym and you hate every single minute of it like you've done in the past. Truly, you only need to go to the gym 3 to 4 days a week, just doing resistance training and getting 10 to 12.5 thousand steps a day. I never do direct cardio. I just get my day-to-day steps. Go outside, get some sun, get some vitamin D. Make sure you pay attention here, because this is where a lot of people mess up. And this myth is making you just dissolve muscle. melt muscle off your body. Just because you switch from maintenance calories or a bulk or whatever, you never even tracked your calories before, you should not do high reps, low weight. That doesn't tone the muscle. That's actually making it so your muscle hurts more and it's harder to recover from because you're putting more fatigue on it. What causes muscle growth is those last 5 failure reps, training with high intensity. Those other reps are just oxygen leaving the muscle and lactic acid. That's what that burning sensation is. There's no actual sensation that you can actually feel that causes muscle growth. So you really have to prioritize your training. Because your body thinks your muscle needs to be there. So you have to push the heavy weight that you were before and really prioritize it. Because when you have no carbs in your system, not only do you hate your life and hate everyone around you, and you're the worst person to be around, your training usually suffers as well because that helps you with performance. Carbs are very good, but when you're doing an aggressive cut and you're pulling those mainly, you try to have every single ounce, licking the plate before the gym with your carb sources. 20 to 30 grams. It's going to help performance in the gym, give you better energy, and you can really push. And you really got to prioritize your sleep. This recovery is very important. You never do too much cardio. When you're doing too much cardio, you can lower your testosterone as a male. For women, you can lower your testosterone and actually lose your period as well because your body just simply can't recover from all that. You're not giving the food. So you need to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night and don't overdo it on the cardio. Don't overdo it in your life. Just train 3 to 4 times a week. Give your body ample rest and making sure you're paying attention to that diet like a hawk, staring that down. Then again, this isn't for everyone. If you can do a continuous deficit, all power to you. But if you're someone like me that wants to do a sprint rather than a marathon, this could be just for you. My thought process is suffer a little bit for a long duration or suffer massively for a short duration. I choose the latter on that one. But I've worked with thousands of clients that have done either or. Fat loss in your fitness journey is all about what you can sustain and what you enjoy. And obviously, just because you know how to lose the fat now, doesn't mean you know how to do maintenance or recomp properly or anything like that. If you're interested in my coaching or doing this yourself, apply down below for my one-on-one coaching, and we'll see if you're a good fit and start shredding that fat off. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below for anything you want me to teach you or help out with.